What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Spencer, and welcome back to Advice. Say it with me again, the show without a name. Too many episodes in, I've got that memorized in my head, unfortunately. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about how you start, how you take the first step. Starting something is maybe the strangest thing you could ever do. Yeah, on the surface, it may not be strange at all, but getting something off the ground, talking to somebody, and just doing it gives you that uncomfortable feeling that this is the wrong decision, and you need to make sure you're headed in the right direction. Even if it fails, you know that, hey, I started this, I was able to make something out of it, and of nothing. Even if it was nothing, you can still look back on it with reverence or disgust. I guess the best question to start is what should I start doing? This could be like anything. It could be kids these days wanting to be YouTubers. As somebody who's been doing this for 9 years, I can't even keep track at this point. It's not great. It really sucks. Please don't. You probably want to make something you want to start a company. Please make a company and not a YouTube. Please. You gotta make a brand for yourself. That's a very big picture, considering most of you are probably in high school and college and worried about maybe just how you should start your paper. I feel like the best place you could start is simply by just doing research. You and your guys can hype yourselves up for this crazy idea that you know in practice may be really stupid, but before you do anything, you should actually look and see if it's viable. All you need is a quick Google search. And if it doesn't look like it, don't do it. Don't beat a dead horse. Don't force yourself down a road you don't want to travel, because there's a lot of unfortunate things that can happen if you do that. But if you're dead set, let it be your dream. Go live your dream, and you do that by not being afraid. Not being afraid of the moment, not having the moment too large for you. This stuff can get interesting sometimes. You're going to be hit with a lot of challenges on the road, but what makes us strong is our ability to stand in the face of those fears. You need to remind yourself that what you come up with, no matter how long it takes, is not your first rendition. The thing you may create could suck, but if you just do it all over again, it's a draft. All that becomes is a template, a prototype for what could become the best paper I've ever read, coming from the worst paper I made in high school. Countless people throughout history believed that their invention, their thing, their paper would fail. We would be terrible. We would be stuck, because if they didn't have belief, what chance do we have? But by having that confidence to make the leap is the difference between something never happening and maybe success, hey, maybe failure, but that's okay. Set a due date for yourself. As people, we'd love to procrastinate. I do this every single time I want to do audio. It's one of our great hobbies, and you would rather play Call of Duty instead of doing your schoolwork. Hey, maybe that's a shot at me, maybe it's not, definitely is. If you set a hard deadline for yourself and actually take it seriously, you're going to find that you're going to do it more. And it doesn't mean you have to do it every day. I find that if you write 2 or 3 of these episodes in a single night, and then for the rest of the week just feel like I don't want to do anything, is a completely fine feeling to have. I am setting myself up for success in the earlier parts of the week to then just relax and be okay and let me decompress. Sometimes the best thing for you to do is just to sit down and go as far and as long as you can, and maybe you won't feel that way, that inspiration in the morning, but at least you set yourself up for some kind of buffer of I'm good until this day, which is all you need to really recover. There may be struggles, there may be pain, there may be sorrows, or whatever adjective you want to use, but it is your dream, so go live it. because you may never get this chance again. Nobody likes to start, but without it, you'll never get to the finish line. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, the finish is the place you want to be. All it takes is a single step. And with that, that's what I'm going to call for today. How are you starting? Is it successful? And have you ever implemented something to create this buffer of time that you desperately need sometimes? If you feel like I missed anything, please put it below. And if you want your questions answered, please email me at koboltechsadvice@gmail.com for a nameless read. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.